This comment is in regards to the commenter saying that all states have exceptions for pregnant people whose pregnancy goes south and need an abortion. It then brought up the story of the Oklahoma woman who was denied an abortion and forced to wait in the parking lot until she was dying enough to be granted one. To which the creator said this comment: because doctors weren't doing their jobs. Again, these women need to go after the hospitals and doctors. The laws have clear exceptions and the guidelines to protect the mother's health and life. But 20 women and OBGYNs already did that in Texas, and they lost. These women asserted that the restrictive abortion laws, which, yes, technically contain an exception for the life of the pregnant person, were the reason many of them almost lost their lives or have such significant physical trauma that they may never be able to conceive again. One woman was in renal failure when she accidentally got pregnant. Her already poor health worsened steadily, yet she was denied an abortion despite presenting at the hospital with an arm that had turned black from blood clots and a diagnosis of eclampsia and an embolism. One of the women in the suit, Kimberly Manzano, who was anti-abortion before her experience, said, "I think I was really naive, thinking the world was one way and going through this and seeing that it's not like that. You seem to think it's some kind of gotcha to be like, nuh-uh, it wasn't the laws who caused this, it was the doctors." But the reason that the doctors and hospitals are turning people away is because of these laws. One Texas doctor who refused to perform an abortion despite the fetus in question having a fatal diagnosis told the patient and her husband, "My hands are tied. If this had happened a year and a half ago, I would have been able to provide you an abortion." And what had changed? The laws. And I think, like Kimberly said she was, you are naive. Because here's what I think you think would happen if these doctors in Texas and Oklahoma took the risk and provided these abortions. While they might get in trouble at first, all the doctor has to do is calmly and clearly describe why she had to perform this abortion. And everyone in the courtroom would go, "Why, of course, why would you force a woman to carry around the corpse of her dead fetus inside her?" And then everyone would clap and the doctor would get a gold star for abortioning real good. And I imagine you think something very similar would happen if a woman sued the hospitals and doctors who denied her an abortion. She'll explain that the hospital was wrong to turn her away. The judge will automatically agree because that's logical, and then she would receive some kind of compensation. But that won't happen. Because again, 20 women and OBGYNs joined forces to present all of these logical cases in which people should have been provided an abortion. And they lost. The attorney who led the case, Molly Duane, said that the goal of the lawsuit was to prevent current and future pregnant people from going through what all of these women had to go through. And that was deemed not necessary by the state of Texas. I know you think that in the end, everyone will see sense if only the doctors took the risk and performed the abortion. The threat of losing their license and jail time be damned. But that's not going to happen. Doctors have worked too long and hard to risk losing their license, a fine of up to $100,000, and up to 99 years in prison. All over one abortion, one patient. Therefore, to help more patients, they follow the law. And the law led to all those women being denied care. Do you see now?